Hello, all. Hello, darlings. Okay, so this is going to be a Chalaki Thoughts video, and this is going to be the Tamar edition. Yes, we are going to talk about everything that's been going on with our good sis, Tamar Braxton. She always in something. And I hate to say that. I love Tamar. I love Tamar. Vocally, the singer Tamar. I mean, how many times I gotta tell y'all? I went to the Great Escape tour. What I need from you is just kick it tonight. Tonight, oh, even in love and war, nobody else will know. My king, don't you be afraid. It's another one. I'd rather go blind, 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 than to see you with her tonight. I'm done with your lies, but I can't say goodbye, so I'd rather go blind. Yeah, yeah. Hey, Zoe. Neek, neek. Okay, so listen, I love Tamar. I have all of her albums. The only albums I don't have is the first album that she put out in 2000, the one that she tried to forget, 2000 album, and the Christmas album. But I got the other three. Love and War, my favorite, Call It All Lovers, and Bluebird of Happiness. Tamar, we want you to win, but do you want yourself to win? Is the question. I'm just going to be talking about a series of just recent events and recent things that have happened with our good sis, Esteem. I don't even know where to begin with this. I met Tamar briefly in 2013 at a club called Club Tracks, I believe, in Atlanta. Actually, Funky Dineva was there. He was the host, and Tamar, was the artist, and making an appearance, etc. She took pictures and we danced together. It was a moment. Very cute. She's very sweet in person. Well, I mean, of course you would be sweet to your fans, so unless you're Lauryn Hill. Knock on wood, Jesus. But anyway, Tamar. First thing I found out recently about Tamar is that I found this out through Tasha K here on the good YouTube. Tasha K reportedly, apparently, allegedly, it's on YouTube. I'll link everything that I'm talking about. I'll link it in the bottom bar below. Oh yeah, so y'all can check it out at your own time. Anyway, Tasha K, this girl called in on the show, and apparently this is a girl that is a lady of the night, a prostitution, a lady of the night. Heels and stockings, pills and potions. So anyway, that lady and a few of her friends, apparently during NBA All-Star Weekend, there was a situation where allegedly Tamar Braxton paid the girl $2,000 to eat her pussy. That's what was said. That Tamar allegedly paid a lady of the night $2,000 to eat her pussy. Now, I don't know if that's that's just what apparently, allegedly. I mean, y'all can hear the phone call for yourself when y'all click on the video, and hear Tasha K talking back and forth with the girl. But she said that, and she was shocked. Her homegirl came back down. The girl was in the lobby, and after her homegirl left from Tamar giving that service, she came down. She's like, "Child, guess who I was up there with? Tamar, child. She wanted me to eat her pussy." So, I mean, I don't care really about that. I'm just talking about everything Tamar. So everything related, and I'm just gonna wrap it up at the end and just give my final thoughts on Tamar. But yes, the girl said she came down there. She just got finished eating her pussy, and yeah. Now, mind you, what two adults do is fine. It's not a big deal. I mean, I didn't know that Tamar allegedly liked the women's, but I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked by anything. Y'all know how long Jerry Springer been on TV? Why are we still shocked by stuff? I'm not shocked, but judging how Tamar is and things that she said in the past, I'm somewhat shocked because she didn't seem like that was her thing. But whatever. If that's true, then go Tamar. We ought to pay for it at some point every now and then. Child, that man that came in there, it did what he did to you. And, beforehand, before he did what he did, before he put it down on you, y'all had a disagreement about him buying that big 65-inch TV, and after he ate you out, you let him go ahead and get that TV with your money. You paid for that, ma'am. So, I mean, there's all kinds of forms of, it's just a good and a service. It's all kinds of transactions. If that's what that lady did, and that's what that lady did, allegedly. So that's one thing off the list. So, I mean, if she did it, great. If she didn't, great. But, we all know some people down at the YouTube will do anything for a story. True or not. Okay, so what else is going on? Child. This whole redemption of a dog thing. Y'all know Tamar's on the stage tour. This, Chitlin Circuit situation with Snoop Dogg. It's called Redemption of a Dog stage play, where she is playing the angel. This got to be a ratchet function, because if Tamar Braxton is playing an angel, I don't know. I wouldn't have cast her as an angel in my movie. Not saying that she's not an angel. What I'm saying is, based on her personality. But apparently, just seeing clips from the Redemption of a Dog, it's very, she's kind of like a snappy attitude angel. So I'm like, okay, well, that makes more sense. But she has on this white suit, this white leotard, and this horrible white wig. And I was just looking at it, I was just like, Lord, what is going on? But Sister Girl is singing down on that tour. When I tell you, she sung this one song. I'm going to link that in the bottom bar below. Let me write it down just to remember. Oh, I keep dropping shit. That's what I get for talking crap, right? But yeah, singing down. She's so talented, Tamar. She's so... It worries me. But if you guys don't know, the tea is what's going on. Okay, so allegedly, apparently, Tamar and Lonnie B are good friends. We love Lonnie B, right? I love Lonnie. Seriously. I love Lonnie. Seriously, I really do. He just seems like just a beautiful spirit, Well, so anyway, Lonnie B and Tamar Braxton are friends, and they was having a show, Redemption of the Dog show, I'm assuming in DC somewhere. And, either Lonnie B, hit up Tamar Peoples, or Tamar hit up Lonnie B, whatever, asked, hey, why don't you come on over, etc. He was like, well, I'm busy, but you know, I can come over later. And he said he got to get something to eat. She said, what you eating? He was like, oh, I'm eating this. He was like, okay. She was like, well, can you bring me some? He was like, yeah. So he get there to the venue, and there's a security guard outside. The security guard knows who Lonnie B is, allegedly. And, you know, they're conversing, and he let Lonnie B in because, you know, it's cold as hell outside. So apparently they sit down. Well, Lonnie B sit down. The security guard goes in the back. He waiting and waiting and waiting like 35, 45, 55 minutes. I'm going to link Lonnie B's video in the comment section as well. Because he actually explained this whole thing, you know. And he's waiting, and then all of a sudden Tamar's assistant comes out and talks to him. And was just like, hey, they ain't letting you back, sis. And Lonnie B was just like, what do you mean they're not letting me back? He was like, they're not letting you back, and all this kind of stuff. And it was just drama and mess with that. But apparently Tamar was flipping out on the fact that they did not let Lonnie B back. She was so upset that when it was time for the final curtain call for all the actors on the stage play to come out, you know, take their final call, Tamar was nowhere to be found. They even at some point had to find a replacement for her real last minute. They said the lady couldn't even fit the outfit properly, and you know, it was baggy on. They put some little 13-year-old in place of Tamar Esteem. So I was just like, Lord have mercy, Jesus. It was craziness. Just like listening to the story. On one hand, it's nice to see that you really have a friend in a person, that they would damn near go off and like lose your job for you. But on the other hand, it's not smart business wise for Tamar to do that. And apparently Snoop Dogg came and tried to calm Tamar down, and Tamar ended up just quitting the show, apparently because of Philly cheesesteak. Now I don't know that to be true completely. You know, I'm obviously, you know, just paraphrasing it and adding and taking away certain things. Like I said, I'm going to link the video in the bottom bar below, so y'all can watch Lonnie B video. He's going to explain it, the full thing, how it actually happened. But my God, Tamar, like, it's just not professional. I know you was upset, and it was wrong for them not to let Lonnie B back. But this kind of stuff happens all the time. All the time. And it's messed up and hurts your feelings, and you're irritated. And I'm sure she was hungry. You know, child, when we hungry, we fight, you know. So I do understand that. But Tamar, this is, at the end of the day, this is a job you signed up for. You're getting paid for. It might not be much you're getting paid for, but you're getting paid for it. Do your job, ma'am. Do your job. Would you have did this if this was a white production, white people's production? Would you have just quit the job, or I don't know. I mean, the Real ran by white people, and you know, well, she got fired from that, allegedly. You know, there's all kind of stuff going on with it. You know, Lonnie B, she's spilling the whole tea. Not Lonnie B. Lonnie Love is spilling the whole tea on Tamar, that Vince actually knew the whole tea, and Vince actually was the one that actually got her fired, allegedly. And, you know, all that stuff. And the girls didn't know. And it's just all kinds of stuff. You know, we've seen Tamar just beef with Monica and Tiny and her sisters, and Toya, Paperback Toya. That was funny. And just everybody. It's just like, my God. My God, Tamar, I don't know. You can, gosh. For such a underrated talent, and for her to just have this reputation, and she's, the reputation that she has, a reputation that she's had for years, to be honest with you, because I remember, well, allegedly, I remember, I want y'all to count how many times I say allegedly in this video. I remember on Braxton Family Values, when Tony, Tracy, Tawanda, Trina, no, when Tamar, Trina, Tawanda, Tracy was rehearsing to do like a little tribute thing or whatever to Tony, and Tawanda and Tamar got into it, and she was like, yeah, you know, do you remember how bad it was being in the Braxtons for us? You know, is your attitude, that's why you haven't went nowhere, that's why you're not going to go anywhere, is because of that attitude of yours and all that. Yeah, I remember that. So apparently Tamar's always had a little attitude on her, and you know, it's just little entitlement and stuff, and I don't know, Tamar. It's just not good. It's not professional. You're breaking a lot of barriers, and you're by yourself right now. You're doing things on your own. You don't want to burn bridges, people, because people are not going to want to do favors for you. And you know, I'm just speaking as an outsider. I'm not in the setting. I'm not in the place where everything's going down. You know, I don't know all the details. You know, I'm sure in similar situations I'll feel the same way she would feel, but it's just when it comes to a job, sis, you gotta do what you gotta do for that job, you know? I mean, hell, just stick it out and do what you gotta do, you know, until it ends, and then when it ends, just don't work with them no more, you know? I don't know. Just these public outbursts, and I don't know. I just don't know. So yeah, what else is Tamar doing, y'all? I want to talk about this now, or do I want to wait? I'm gonna play this video first. This video that I'm about to play is titled "Tamar Braxton's Emotional Rant Over Hotel Incident." Apparently, Tamar Braxton was at a hotel and they kind of gave her a hard time. It was kind of like racially induced. So I'm gonna play this video, 7 minutes long now. I'm gonna play this video, and you know, then I'm gonna talk about it afterwards. Hopefully y'all can hear it.
Oh, here's the thing. I just finished my show with Snoop, and I'm at the most ghetto, racist hotel that I've ever been in. Like, T'Challa showed his ID, don't want to allow us access to the room. Your system down, and that's my fault. I'm gonna need somebody to call the police. I'm gonna tell y'all where I'm at. Don't stay here, because it's disgusting. We done changed our room 3 or 4 times, y'all. Like, I mean, people be talking about, like, how things have changed. I swear to God, my mom was just talking to me, and I'm about to start crying because my mom was just talking to us about her living in the 60s and how, like, things are becoming parallel. Like, it does not matter how much money you have, what you do for a living. That does not mean anything. It's just like you are a
yeah.
Okay? To these white people, they don't care. I'm at the Cliff Hotel. I can't. Don't stay here, y'all. And when people treat y'all like shit, get your money back. You don't deserve to be treated like shit. Because guess what? I'm just like everybody else. This is time away from my kid. Like, who? My flight is at 7 a.m. to do another job. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I'm a single mother. This is crazy. And then the Uncle Tom. I mean, I am baffled. Your system is down. And that's my fault.
They always put a black in there. It's always somebody tap dancing.
And everybody got amnesia. I'm about to put this up on my Facebook. I got everybody's face. Larry, Uncle Tom, tried it. What you say? Oh, baby, you is. See? That's what I'm talking about. You mad because is why you gotta go in business for yourself. It's crazy. But he act like he want to fight. Talking about you ain't putting me on shit.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I'm gonna stop it real quick. I can agree with that in terms of like going in business for yourself and just creating a lane for yourself, because people, they ain't gonna give us nothing. And just her speaking as an artist and you know, a black woman in the industry, you know, and how underrated and, you know, so many black women and black men are in the industry, especially if they do R&B. You know, I know if I was to, that's my dream, is to be, you know, a singer or whatever, but I know it's going to be rough for me. So I'm going to have to be in black, being chocolate, being gay, you know, being heavy set. It's a whole lot. Negative. It's a whole lot. So the kids going to have to take old T.S. Madison route and just create a lane for yourself, you know. So anyway, let me start back.
Like, what you going to do? Let's get it. I'm from Baltimore.
She go fight the man.
Oh, yeah, I heard him. Everybody done changed their tune now. Yeah. Ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
You gonna beat him up, Tamar?
I never felt more black in my life. I'm proud though. I'm mixed. Get your life. I thought we were.
Wait, what? She never felt more black in her life. So Tamar, you just being a black woman, just going about your everyday life, way before you even got married, way before you even became famous. You just didn't go through things as a black person, like you followed it in the mall, and you know, having people look at you crazy. You trying to get a loan, etc. They're asking a bunch of questions. You're trying to get a home, and they need this and this and this and this and this. Normal stuff, except for it just seems like it's more they asking from you than they would ask from somebody else. You ain't ever been, I don't know, at a restaurant somewhere and you're sitting down and you see other people get served before you get served, and you just so happen to look around and those other people are of a different race than you, and you're wondering how they got served before you when you came in before them. Like, it's just stuff like that you've never noticed, Tamar. And this whole mixed thing, white people don't give a damn if you're mixed or not. Okay. And Tamar, you may be fair-skinned, but you got a black-ass family, sis. Ain't nothing mixed about you. Allegedly, apparently, her grandmother, on her daddy's side, her daddy's mama, was mixed, I guess, or white passing or whatever. And it's okay, but you're black. You did the DNA test on the real. You're black, okay? Blacker than blacker than blacker than blacker than blacker than blacker than black. Okay? Child, please. The Braxtons is black. Child. But I'm mixed, but okay. So, Tamar, nobody, you can't even pass for mixed, Tamar. Please. 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 Please, black woman. Please. Let me finish playing this video.
Pumped up. You want pumped up? I thought you wanted to fight earlier. You don't want to fight? You want to fight earlier. Exactly. Get your life together.
She's talking to the guys at the front desk holding the camera.
It's a fucking crime being black in America.
Yeah.
Now everybody got amnesia.
I'm not gonna play this whole damn video for y'all, but cause it's just too long, you know. What ended up happening was her guy that she's with, the African prince, whoever he is, ended up talking to the guy, the black guy that worked there, and he was getting mad that Tamar was recording and filming him, and you know, the whole thing, you know. How she's acting is it takes me back to Ayanla when she said that behavior diminishes. Am I saying that right? Your behavior diminishes. I think I'm saying. Am I saying? Come on, somebody. Your behavior diminishes your message. I think I said that right. Whatever. Because of how she acts and how animated and extra she is, ain't nobody paying nothing she's saying attention. Now, she's very much so telling the truth, possibly. She's telling the truth in this situation for sure, but I'm just saying, like any other situation, she could possibly be telling the truth, but because of how she acts, you don't pay attention to that. You just be like, oh, she's too extra, get out my face, you know. But I mean, that goes back to, people accept you, and sometimes they accept you being black, but they don't want you too black. You see what I'm saying? You can be black, but they don't want you black acting, whatever that means, So I don't. I want to apologize to Tamar. I've been in that position before, not in this particular situation with the hotel, but I've been in a position before where I felt slighted by white people, where I felt like I was treated differently because of the way that I look. Absolutely. I've been slighted and treated differently based on how I look with all races, including my own. But in terms of when you know in certain situations when it's racial, and I've definitely felt what she's feeling right now. But Tamar, once again, it's just not the way that you handle it, sis. It's just not. Me personally, I would have listened. I would have ended up trying to own that damn hotel. I would have said what I had to say and just walked out. I would have left a bad review. I would have tried to get in touch with, the people over the hotel, and, I would have did the whole thing. But when you're in the heat of the moment, I understand. You're mad, your emotions are, going crazy. My whole thing with Tamar is this. We hear more negative things about Tamar than positive. She's more known for her personality than her music, and that's such a shame, because Tamar is one of the most talented female artists of all time, in my opinion. Vocally, she's so good. My friend Raphael said that Tamar is a mix of Deborah Cox, Tony, and Mariah Carey. She absolutely is. She's so talented. Such a great voice, But it's just all the extra stuff that comes with the voice. It's just like, oh, girl. Can the people take it, Lastly, where I want to end with Tamar is Tamar has been releasing songs on her own. She posted on her Instagram that she's, she has no management. She's just doing it all on her own dime, asking favors. And, you need people in this industry. And you busting down doors and quitting shows and showing out over Big Mac. It's like, sis. But anyway, 2 videos she's released recently have been Love It, off her Calling All Lovers album, and Makings of You, off Bluebird of Happiness, darlings. 2 great songs. I love the video to Makings of You. I don't like the video to Love It, but it's okay. It just really makes me think how much the label held her back, how much possibly Vince held her back. Because for her to be able to just, release these decent videos on her own, it's just like, well, why ain't you been doing that? Tamar has 2 great, really 3, but Tamar has 2 great albums that has so many great singles on it. And they haven't went anywhere, And it's like, I'm glad in a way that she's, she's doing it, you know, that she's doing it on her own, but it's just like, how long is it going to last? Because all this takes money, you know, and you eventually need some kind of backing behind you, you know, and I don't know. It makes me scared to even get into this industry, to be honest with you. But it's just, I don't know. So many good songs, you know, and it's just like, wow, all the time that has went by. All the time that has went by, and you could have just been releasing songs from the while you were on the reel. You could have just been releasing, I don't know that lady's schedule. I'm just saying, if she wants us to take her more seriously as an artist, she just needs to do what she's doing now. She should have been doing it, but it's okay. We can't do nothing about the past, and I'm glad that she's finally doing that. But yeah, ultimately, I do, after all this, I do just wish Tamar Braxton the best. She's super duper talented. And I just hope that she keeps pushing forward and just completely finds herself. And when she finds herself and finds true peace and happiness, nobody will be able to touch her. She's going to be good. And focus on one thing at a time. You know, I remember when she was on the reel, she was doing Dancing with Stars, she was trying to do this album. It's just like, it's too much. But if you're serious about music right now, just continue to put out these album fillers. You got a bunch of good songs on these albums, you know? Just continue to do that. If you want to do television, just continue to do that. But don't do multiple things at one time, because something gonna go the lacking, as they say, you know, back in the day. But yeah, I don't know. I just want to do a Chalaki thoughts on Tamar. It's just been a whole lot that's been going on with her, and I don't know. We're gonna pray for her, child. We got to get that petty spirit out of her, though. Out. Get your ass out. With that said, darlings, this video's been long enough. I'm Mr. Chalaki. Mr. Chalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at @IsKingsWorld on Instagram and Twitter at @IsKingsWorld89 on Snapchat. Chase King on Facebook. Mr. Chalaki on Cash App and PayPal. Run me my money. All the good stuff. Stay tuned for more reviews. And remember, stay black and stay tuned, darling. Or you should stay mixed like Tamar. I can't believe she said that. Bye.